Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching The Big Bang Theory. This is the 21st episode of the 5th season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, this is available for in the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in, and enjoy. It's the last episode. It's interesting, actually. You know, Raj was potentially going to get in an arranged marriage. You know, he called his parents. He was saying that he's lonely, he's sick of trying to find somebody himself, and he hopes that they could help him. Now, they did send over, you know, a good match to him, to be honest. She was really pretty. She seemed to tick all his boxes. And when he actually sat down and said, look, what should we tell our parents? Is it going well? Is it not? You know, it turns out that it was going great for her. She enjoyed Raj, but she's gay. And she's not going to really be in a relationship with him. She just wants this to go ahead and succeed so that they can get married, her parents can get off her back, and she can live a true life how she wants it, which again is not going to solve Raj's problem, but potentially what solves Raj's problem is at the end of the episode we've seen Bernadette and obviously Howard come over and hand him a little dog so he can actually spend some time occupying himself, and hopefully his boredom you know, deteriorates or whatever, you know, diffuses, and he can actually, you know, have some fun, giving some role and responsibility, to be honest, and you know, playing with the pet, and hopefully we could see him maybe walking it and playing with it, and obviously see him with it in a couple of the future episodes. I personally would enjoy that. Also, Amy went in last episode, you know, I've only just realised that, so hopefully she's back today. Thanks for checking out today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you do, please smash like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode.
The email I got was from the office of Stephen Hawking. You're kidding.
Why?
He's coming to the university for a couple weeks to lecture, and he's looking for an engineer to help maintain the equipment on his wheelchair.
Word of caution, I would not do your Stephen Hawking impression in front of him.
You're right.
He's actually really good at that.
I suppose that could be considered offensive.
Sheldon's going to freak out. Yeah, he worships Hawking. Boy, a restraining order from Stephen Hawking. No, look so nice next to the ones he's already got from Leonard Nimoy, Carl Sagan, and Stan Lee.
Do you recall when I said I was going to revolutionize humanity's understanding of the Higgs boson particle? Believe I've done it. And I'm only saying believe to sound modest, because Sweet Sam Houston, I did it. This particle here is the boson moving forward in time. Howard, you go ahead and eat. This isn't going to make any sense to you.
You still going to tell him about you-know-who?
Yep.
Still gonna introduce him?
Not on your life.
Please, 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 let me meet Hawking.
I told you no.
But I said I'm sorry.
No, you said, would it help if I said I'm sorry? Condescending jerk, why on earth would I want to do something nice for you?
To go to Jewish heaven? Howard, please, this is Stephen Hawking, perhaps my only intellectual equal.
Get out of my lab.
I can't wait to see Howard go up in
That was
space.
the first day with Hawking.
It was great. We talked about movies. He even let me read a couple pages from his new book.
Please, I'm begging you.
Raj, you're our group historian. Has Sheldon ever begged before?
3 times. He begged the Fox network not to cancel Firefly. He begged the TNT network to cancel Babylon 5. And when he got food poisoning at the Rose Bowl parade, he begged a deity he doesn't believe in to end his life quickly.
Do you understand how important Hawking is to me? When I was 6 years old, I dressed up as him for Halloween.
You don't seem to be understanding the English word no. It may be a different language will help. Russian, niet. Chinese, bu. Japanese, ie. Klingon, ko. Let me try gangsta. Hells no.
Just give him my paper on the Higgs boson. If he sees the incredible breakthrough I've made, he'll reach out to me.
What if he doesn't?
Yeah, he will. He's really smart.
Why don't you give me a minute to talk it over with my friend?
You do realize you own his ass right now.
I do.
You can make him do anything you want.
I'm thinking about making some freshly brewed iced tea if anyone would like some.
I wouldn't mind a glass.
I wasn't talking to you.
Then come on back. Yes. I'll give your paper to Professor Hawking.
Great, thank you. Oh, that's terrific.
But in exchange, I'd like you to do a few things for me.
You know what, looking at these, right, they've got the, you know, I like appearances. I've obviously talked about Sheldon's hair in this season. I actually think his hair looks much better this length, if I'm being totally honest. And the reason I'm thinking of it as well is because, you know, we are rocking with an earlier season still on the YouTube. So obviously we're on season 5 here. They're on a season before this, and Howard's hair is shorter in that one. And actually looking at it in this one and looking at it in that one, obviously because they're both being posted at the same time, but obviously different seasons, I prefer Howard's hair shorter, to be honest. He still has the same comb over, but it's just a little bit shorter. I feel like there's a blend between people who have really short hair, and I feel like it looks a bit better longer than people who have like longishy hair, and unless it goes like full length, then it should just be around there. So you know what I mean? So I think Howard's hair in maybe season 3 is the best I've seen his. And I personally think that Sheldon's hair in this season is the best. I can't remember Leonard's much, but I think it was much curlier or wavier in season 1. And I actually don't mind his hair. It's kind of like just slipped back a little bit.
I thought I'd start you off by polishing my belt buckles.
By all means. Yeah, when I was a boy, I would polish my Meemaw silver. Then she would entertain me with stories about growing up in Oklahoma. That's a lot of belt buckles.
Funny thing is, I only have one belt. By the way, the little marks that look like water spots, I tend to stand too close to the urinal. What you're seeing there is splashback.
Meemaw's forks never had that.
Here is a black light to check them. And for your own peace of mind, you might not want to shine that around the rest of the room.
Howard's would be like an old hotel room, innit, mate?
Sheldon, these look great. How'd you get them so shiny?
Oh, I buffed them with turtle wax.
Go the extra mile. Your Meemaw would be proud. Next, this is a sexy French maid costume I bought for Bernadette.
You want me to return it for you?
No, 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 ma petite chérie.
Yeah, Sheldon. He's committed. I do love it.
What are you all staring at?
Yeah, you gotta say fair play to Sheldon. Like, fair play to him.
Wow, are these Amy's? Kind of trashy. Good for her.
Those are Howard's.
Why are you washing Howard's man panties?
Because if I don't, he won't give my paper to Stephen Hawking.
I don't understand. Why doesn't Howard just introduce you to the guy?
Because he's punishing me for being a, quote, condescending jerk. Condescending.
I know what it means. And yes, you love correcting people and putting them down. Do it to feel superior. I see that twinkle in your eye when someone says who instead of whom, or thinks the moon is a planet. What do you want me to tell you, Sheldon?
I want you to tell me that Howard is being mean to me for no reason.
Fine. Howard is being mean to you for no reason.
I knew it.
What's the matter?
Every time I spend the night, your mom slaps me on the behind and says, "Go get him."
It's not her fault. She's getting hormone replacement therapy. I got Sheldon to wear the French maid's costume.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
What? Hey, I gave you first crack at it. He's mean to me all the time. You've heard him tease me about not having a doctorate?
If you don't want to get teased about that, get a doctorate.
Just letting him have a little taste of his own medicine.
It's not the same thing. Sheldon doesn't know when he's being mean because the part of his brain that should know is getting a wedgie from the rest of his brain.
Bernadette, I want to remind you, you promised to take me dress shopping tomorrow.
I'm sorry I can't make it. But Sheldon's gonna go with you. That's the last thing you do to him.
I personally don't think it's the same when she was saying it's not fair because there's a part of his brain that doesn't realise that he's doing it. No, that's not good enough. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, he always does this and this and this to Howard Leonard and obviously to Raj, and it's about time that he got some, a taste of his own medicine. And it's not malicious. It's not bad. Do you know what I mean? Folding your clothes, cleaning your belt buckles, wearing an outfit. It's just playful banter, but it's just getting your own back. I'm totally for it. But I've got to say as well, though, it's nice to see, because usually Sheldon uses everybody. He expects everything off everybody, and he gives nothing in return. And it's good in today's episode to see that he really wants to do something, and he'll commit and go the extra mile, like wearing that outfit. Do you know what I mean?
What is it now, Mrs. Wallowitz?
It's this dress. When I put my front in, my back pops out.
What do you want me to do?
We're gonna have to work as a team. Get in here, grab a handful, and start stuffing.
I'm not sure how to do this.
It's easy. Just pretend you're putting away a sleeping bag. Hit me up.
Oh, if we squeeze you any tighter, you might turn into a diamond.
You should have seen me when I was young, Sheldon. The fellas used to line up and bring me boxes of candy. Would you hold me?
Oh, no, I'm not really the holding kind of... Oh!
You some hawking souvenirs.
What are these?
Gears and springs from his wheelchair. Pretty cool, huh?
I did it. Had to go to 3 clothing stores, but we finally found a dress that could envelop your mother. Oh, for heaven's sake! I did your laundry. I pee-pee-proofed your belt buckles. I even sprained my wrist helping your mother lift her bosom.
There's only one thing left I want you to do. Don't worry. It's an easy one.
Okay,
Give me a compliment.
fine. You have very tiny hands.
About my job. I want you to tell me I'm good at what I do.
I have never said that you are not good at what you do. It's
Just
just
thinks
that
his job's
what
not good.
you do is not worth doing.
Yeah, I mean, I've always understood that.
Thank you, Sheldon.
Now, will you give my paper to Hawking?
Sorry, I can't.
Why not?
I gave it to him 3 days ago. Wants to meet you.
All right, then. Thank you, Howard. Please let Professor Hawking know that I'm available at his earliest convenience.
Thought he might be a little more excited.
Give it a second.
I knew he'd do that already.
Professor Hawking, it's an honor and a privilege to meet you, sir.
I know. Your thesis that the Higgs boson is a black hole, accelerating backwards through time, is fascinating. Too bad it's wrong. You made an arithmetic mistake on page 2.
No, but that can't be right. I don't make arithmetic mistakes.
Are you saying I do?
Oh, no, of course not. It's just, I was thinking, oh gosh golly.
Another fainter.
Mate, do you know what? He actually looked like he was enjoying himself in that scene. Do you see the smile on his face? He's obviously having a good time.